Welcome back, friends. We finally made it home from the Overland Expo up there in beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. We had a great time, met some really interesting people. I think I might go back next year. So I'm gonna come. I want to give what we're going to do in today's video is I want to give an update. I got some important updates. An update on how's it going not drinking alcohol and how it was being at my favorite German restaurants in town. Or in Leavenworth. I came home with a whole bunch of packages, a mountain of packages here sent by subscribers. We're going to do a little unboxing and see what's inside. And also at the very end of this video, we have chosen the dates for the father-son mountain climb that we're going to be doing up near Crater Lake or Diamond Lake, Mount Thielsen. I've got the date picked and we'll have the information for you, as well as the ride from Stevens, Washington, all the way across Washington State to the Canadian border, the dirt bike ride. Those dates have been picked as well. And Mrs. W is going to be setting up some Facebook pages for those two events. We're looking for an administrator, but we'll save that to the end. So let's talk first off, before we get into the packages, let's talk about how's my abstaining from alcohol going. I'll tell you what, I have not had a drop. Haven't drank any alcohol since we started this whole thing. It hasn't really been all that difficult. I don't think about it too much until this last weekend. I'll tell you, man, it was tough. I was really struggling a couple times. Well, one time, two times I really wavered, man. I had the the good angel on one shoulder and the arguing back and forth, and I was like a man in the middle. It was really tough because it wasn't about, I guess what I'm finding with that is that, and Mrs. W summed it up last night. We stopped at our favorite pizza place in town before we came home, and I think about, we were talking about how so many places that we have went and things that we have done have kind of been have revolved around that, having those great beers or going and doing wine tasting at some of the local places, and it's a social element. There's a lot of memories built into that. There's a lot of really good times thinking back, Mrs. W and I sitting together and enjoying that, and having that removed, it does take some of the joy out of those places. And I find that they're not quite as fun as they were when I was having alcohol. And that was really true for the German restaurant. We went to this, I forget the name of it anyway. They have really good Wiener Schnitzel, and went down there and everyone was ordering these frosty mugs of beer. And it was so hard, man. It was so hard. And the only thing that gave me strength to get through that was knowing that you guys are doing it as well. And all of the letters, I really do appreciate those. I've been getting emails from guys saying, hey, it's 3 weeks, it's 4 weeks, it's 5 weeks. And not one of you has said that there has been anything negative that's happened from abstaining from alcohol, just the opposite. Some of the guys have been writing, telling me how they've lost weight without even changing, they're doing anything, just from the better habits that come from making the decisions, better decisions when you're not under the influence of alcohol. So I got a kick out of it. My 10-speed, the bike hanger, of course, super subscriber, commented yesterday on the way home. We were reading it. There's no way, I think he said there's something about, there's no way you got out of that town without drinking a beer, and I did, and Mrs. W will attest to that. So, yeah, keep me in your prayers. We're going strong. If I can get through Leavenworth and a German beer drinking festival without having it, then you can too. So we'll hang strong and see what happens this fall. Because I don't want to say forever. Forever is a long time, right? All right, let's get into the packages. So I came home, and as I said, I'm a petulant child, and I immediately, before even unloading anything, I got my pocket knife out and I started ripping boxes open. And I thought, wait a minute, we should do this together because it's fun to watch. So this one I actually cut open. Now, before we start, I need someone to come forward because someone sent me the most fabulous knife. And I opened it right before I left, and I searched high and low, and I can't find the packaging in the letter. I'm so sorry. I've got to make a better effort at that. But someone sent me a Spyderco Paramilitary 3. And I think I had the bag. I don't know if you sent this, Ken. I have a bag here with your name on it, and I can't remember. So please come forward. Cody at Wranglerstar.com. I want to thank you publicly for that. This knife, I had seen these things. every time I do a Benchmade video, someone comes up, you know, Spyderco fans, it's like, you got to try the Paramilitary 3. I'm like, oh, I don't know. You know, I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know. You know, they're just too big. Well, I love this knife. I carried it all weekend. It was really funny. I had a card here I wanted to share. I'd always carry my Benchmade 940, right? Whenever anyone asks me, and we were at the Overland Festival, and I met Austin from Benchmade. He works at the retail store. He's a Benchmade guy, and I was a little sheepish as I said, I hope you guys are not mad at me. You know, I didn't really like your bug out knife all that much. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. What knife you're carrying? He's asking me. Of course, I pull out. I was carrying the Spyderco. I didn't even have my 940 on me. I think he was a little disappointed. But this knife gives me the fizz. Which one do I like better? Oh, I gotta wait. I gotta get out of the honeymoon series. Period, but I really love that knife. Anyway, we'll use that today to do the unboxing. Okay, so this package here is heavy, and this is from, who sent this? This was sent by Jessica in Minnesota, or Jessica and her husband. Let's see what's in here. I started to look at it here. So we have some cool stuff. Super clean, purple. Man, I'm always cleaning dirt bikes and stuff. I like a good detergent. This is foaming. So we got some super clean dissolved grease deal. This will be good for the dirt bike. We got 4 of those. Wheel cleaner. Man, that's not even a hat. Should we represent here and I don't usually wear a camo hat. That'd be like Mini Pearl here. It's got a tag on it. And a t-shirt. There we go. Super clean. All right, so we'll have to see. We got some nozzles and stuff. We'll have to see how that works. We'll give you an update that on the future. Boy, is there anything sharper than a Spyderco? Man, they are cutters. Well, we'll get to the letters later. I'll read those on my own time. Okay, so this one here is sent by, who sent this one to her? Oh, this is from Ken. Mystery Tool Division. Mystery Tool. So Ken always sends the funnest packages. And we'll see what we have going on here. So Ken writes, what does he write here? Okay, that's a long email. I'll read that, Ken, when we get done here. I don't want to bore everyone. What in the world is this? What? It's got a Wranglerstar logo on it. It looks like it's maybe 3D printed, or what is that? Oh, I think I know what that is. So I'm thinking, see right there, I think you put a magazine in there. You put a magazine in there, and then this is a loader. So you must like pour the, I can't even use the word. How can we substitute CARTRIDGE? Did I even spell that right? Well, you know what I mean. So you'd lay those in there, and then you must use this pusher, and then that pushes and loads the MAG. That is cool. RRS. What is RR, right? What does RRS stand for? Well, it's got the Wranglerstar logo on that. How cool is that? We'll try it. We'll have to try that out. We're gonna have to move the gun. There. Look at that. I said it. We're gonna have to move the GUN stuff over to BitChute. Actually, I've got a special video, something I've been waiting 2 years to share with you guys, that I'm gonna maybe today I'll make an upload over there. I'll make the announcement. It's just the way it is. We can't talk about it anymore. We're looking for an alternative. Okay, so we have another box. This is from Sean. I'm not going to use last names. And Sean, I'm not going to read that. I remember we talked about this. He sent me an old Stanley plane. A plane. This is one that's been missing from my collection. This is a made in USA, though. This is a good one. A Bailey number 4. I do not have. This is the most desirable and the hardest to come by in the old planes, is the number 4 plane, and it doesn't look like it's in very good shape, but it really is. This is one that we're going to restore this fall, and I've never made a handle from scratch, and this has got some cracks in it. Maybe we can use this for a template. We'll make the handle, and we'll restore this back to better than new. I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you for sending that. We'll set this aside, and we'll get to that this fall when we go back into the shop. The number 4 Stanley, I'm really, really happy to have one of those. Okay, what else do we have here? We got, let's get into this big one right here. This is really heavy. This one was sent by Justin in Ohio from Valley Sports. Again, I don't have, oh my goodness. Look at all this stuff. We'll just start picking it out. Okay, so Justin, do we have a letter? I'll read that letter. I don't have to keep saying that. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So we got a Stanley Fat Max 16-foot tape. I've been wanting a 16-foot just to kind of keep in the junk drawer in the house for Mrs. W, because those 25s are so big. These are my favorite tapes. These Stanley Fat Maxes are absolutely my favorite. I've got 3 different types of tapes, and even when I have one of the Milwaukees, which are terrible tapes, I'll usually go put it down and go find my 25, which is not reeling in anymore. So this was very good timing. And a 25. How about that? Made in USA. All right. Those are cool. So we've got all sorts of stuff in here. What in the world is this? We've got Trailblazer biodegradable bamboo outdoor wipes. Oh, we could have used these with a sweet loaf this weekend. So these are like just big, heavy industrial wet wipes like we use on wildland fire. Those are nice. You can basically almost take a shower with these things. Made out of bamboo, biodegradable for the entire family. Thank you for that. And what is this guy right here? It looks like something for collecting bugs in. I don't know what that is. I'll have to come back to that. We've got, what's this, like a pocket protector? Oxy Tool Shield, the best protection for tool bags in the body. Oh, Occidental. Oh, this is really, really handy. So, yeah, so like our sharp chisels, I have a problem with that. I keep a Stanley 750 vintage chisel in my tool belt, and I'm always really reluctant to stick it into the side because it's so sharp. I worry about it cutting my bag. And this is a plastic insert that you can just drop it into, or utility knife or anything, where it's not going to cut through your bags and ruin them. And then it's skinny, so you can kind of slide it into a pocket. Yeah, that's nice. I'll actually really use that. That's really nice. Okay, we got what's this? A headlamp? You can't have too many headlamps. I've been buying some. Oh, this one's crazy. Oh, wait till you see this thing. This is wild. Look, it's like a strip light. Is that focusing? It's not like just your dedicated light. On and off. How about that? We'll have to try that tonight. Looks like maybe it takes AA batteries. Well, that's cool. And the nice thing about this is you don't have that big heavy, I know the toupee's not looking good. I need to go to the guy today. I'm just not at all happy with what's going on lately. It's flexible. It's soft. Crazy. Yeah, that'd be very comfortable, wouldn't it? Yeah, we'll just wear that for a while here and see what's what. We've got Zip, the ultimate travel waist pack. What's this all about? Oh, it's kind of like a money belt. Yeah, when you're traveling overseas and you're trying to protect your possessions from the gypsies, you can hide this under your shirt there, and then it basically looks like a money belt. Right there. You guy could even carry a really small, like a 380 in there. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's handy. Fanny packs are coming back. You don't know. I still use one. I use one when we're going rafting. It's the only way I can conceal carry with shorts and stuff on. So this is boy, this is a lot of cool stuff in here. This is boy, these are handy. I'm glad you sent this. It's a portable solar panel. I had several of these, and I gave them away to buddies, and I gave too many away, and I don't have one for myself now. So you can lay this out, or you can even, when you're hiking, you can hang it on the back of your pack, and you can charge stuff. This looks like a good one too. It's got a battery, a power bank. How many milliamps or amp hours is this? 15 volts max, 1.51 amp. I don't know. 8,000 milliamp hours. So you could charge your phone up a couple times with this, and it's got a USB 3 in there too. Yeah, that's nice. Got a phone charger, an alligator clip, so you could charge up a small battery. That's pretty cool. I don't know what in the world this is. Avoid dangers from suffocating. It looks like a mini salad spinner. What in the world is this thing? What in the world? I have something that goes around and round. Oh, it's got a chopping blade on it. Wow, look at those blades. Is this like a portable blender or something? Oh, check that out. So we could, I'm so excited, I'm blowing snot out of my nose. We could put this in the van. It's boy, that's wicked. That is super cool. It's got a silicone rubber thing on the bottom so it doesn't slip. Swizz Pros. And you pull it like a chainsaw, and it will chop stuff. I don't know what. Does it go with this? I'm gonna have to look into that. That's actually kind of cool. It looks kind of like a chopper you'd use on like chopping walnuts. Now this is a tool I haven't seen before. Where'd my Spyderco go? I've lost it. Oh, the hateful blister pack. Even with a super sharp knife, this is still. Every time I try to get into this blister pack stuff, it scares me because I about cut my finger off one time trying to get a tape measure out. Oh, check this out. So this is just like it's better. It's very different. So this is just like the more chisel knife thing that I like that I carry in my tool belt, except for it's a little bit sturdier. It's got a metal on the back so you could pound on it. Instead of having a chisel grind, meaning just a grind on one side, it's got a Scandi grind. Is that focusing? It's got a Scandi grind like a bushcraft knife, but it's a chisel. It's 1 inch. That's got a nice handle on it. That's cool. It's heavy duty deal. How handy would that be? That'd be a great thing to have in a car emergency kit, wouldn't it? Well, maybe that's what I need. Where's that Occidental deal at? Here we go. Yeah, that's it right there. You can put that in your tool belt. That might just replace my my other one. Yeah, that's nice. Boy, this is very, very generous. This is a lot of nice gifts. Oh, cool! It's a 16-incher. So one of my favorite tools of all time is, as I said when we were doing the video the other day, was the combination square. And I've been wanting a longer one because the one I have now is 12 inches, and sometimes when I'm cutting like shelving for cabinets and stuff, it's not big enough and you have to come at it from two sides. So this is a 16-incher and by Empire. It's got the scribe. This Empire stuff is really a good value. The quality is decent for the price. I've been really impressed with it. A lot of the Empire stuff we put in the poor man's tool kit because it was just such a good value. Look at the scribe. That's so cool. Got a level in it. Yeah, that's nice. Now I have 3, and a guy just about needs 3. You need a 12, a 6, and a 16. I'll keep that in the shop. That'll be nice. That's a nice gift there. We've got another waste pack. Keep the gypsies at bay. One from Mrs. W. Oh, cool. A Phoenix flashlight. This is the E12. You know I love AA. I love AA flashlights that just have a clicky tail switch. We're going to open this one with the Benchmade. It's not as sharp, though. It's just not as sharp. It's just the way the blade's made. Oh, these blister packs are hateful. Oh, I love AA flashlight. That's apart from like specialty lights for lights that I would put on my boomsticks. For my everyday carry stuff, I prefer the AA. Look at that, isn't that nice? Phoenix, they make great flashlights. I've got a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch. I've got 3 or 4 of the O lights, which I like those pretty well because of the switch. But some of those I had are going bad on me. The Phoenix, I had a Phoenix that I bought back in the Nut and Fancy days that was the PD1 or something. It was just it was green and it was AA, one single AA, and that flashlight was so good. It was my trusty companion for years and years. We were at a fire 2 years ago. I'm still lamenting over this. 2 years ago, and this woman came up and she was groping around in the dark, obviously not prepared, obviously hadn't taken into consideration that she might need a flashlight in the middle of the night. And so I had an extra one, and so I loaned it to her, and she ran off with it and didn't give it back to me, and I'm still resentful. That was, yeah, I'll find her someday. That's a nice little flashlight. I'll keep that. I'm going to actually put that in the van, because I don't really have a dedicated light for the van. What else? Oh, we got something cool here. So this looks like a little multi-tool. Oh, look at that. That's clever. It's just one of those little, I haven't seen one that was so low profile, and it locks. That's a nice one. So this is one of those knives that just use a utility blade, which are super handy because you don't have to sharpen them, and you can flip them around. Oh, it's got a pocket clip on it. This is the best one I've ever seen. Look at that. So it's very tight, slim. It is got a really nice pocket clip on it. And is it one hand open? Well, maybe. I probably wouldn't. But it locks too. Look at that. That is sweet. It's got a liner lock on it. That's really nice quality. Cool. How cool is that? What a great gift idea that would be. I might have to find these. I might have to put this on like our buyer's guide for the Christmas gift ideas. That's really. I haven't liked these things in the past because they're just huge and clunky and over the top. You don't need more than this. This is really cool. Huh. Well, I do like that. What else we have in here? Looks like we got one more box. A butter twist. Is that a butter maker, that thing with those knives on it? Oh, if this is what I think it is, this is a great idea. Man, who comes up with this stuff? So you put a cube of butter in it. How do you do that? Does this come up? There we go. We might have to try this. Okay, check this out. So you put a cube of butter in here through the bottom, and you press this thing up here, and then it pushes it through the neighbor. Oh, somebody's building a timber frame. They got all of the timbers. That's nice looking wood. Got to ask him about that. You put this thing across there with a wire in it, and then you press the butter out as you need it. Boy, that's clever. And it's got a lid on it. Yeah, it's funny because when we were cooking on yesterday's video down by the river there, I had a cube of butter and I was using it like a pencil, to grease the bottom of the pan. It was getting all over the place. That's pretty handy. Wouldn't that be handy for the van? Really nicely made. Huh, I've never seen anything like that before. That's pretty cool. Boy, oh boy. There's more? This is very generous of you. This is really fun. Meter. So this is a charge meter. Boy, this knife is scary sharp. Wireless smart, meat thermometer. I don't have a meat thermometer. We go round and round grilling food because all three of us I like steak medium rare. Mrs. W likes medium, and Jack likes his medium well. And it's a battle. We try to sit, look how nice that case is. It's in bamboo. That's really nice. That box is sweet too. Always insert into meat past this line. Huh. Is it charge in here? It's electronic. I don't know. I'm going to have to read it's called the meter. That's clever. Meat and meter. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. That's cool. So anyway, I have trouble cooking the meat. What ends up happening is we want to sit down to eat meals together. And then usually undercooked Jack's and Mrs. W's overcooked because you're just kind of guessing. That's really nice. Oh, it hooks to your iOS, to your phone. There's an app. See, okay. All right. I'm gonna try that out. We might have to. I'll report back on that. But that looks cool. That's definitely well needed. And great. Oh, what's this? Benchmade tactical sharpener. I've seen these. They've had these out on their website forever. Look how small it is. You could put. It's a knife sharpener. You could put on a key ring. I've always wanted to try one of these out. We'll see how that works. Yeah, I love Benchmade. You guys know that. Looks like there's one more. What in the world? The perfect spoon for getting your peanut butter out of the jar. Look at that. Necessity is the mother of invention. That does look handy. It is hard to get the peanut butter out of the jar because of the got that corner in the bottom there. What thoughtful gifts. This is really fun. Huh. Those are really, really cool things there. Swiss pull chop. There we go. I should look at the picture. It's for making salsa or chop. Mrs. W is going to love that. So you could basically put all of your, that is really cool. You could basically put like all your ingredients in there, your tomatoes and your peppers and stuff, and you give that thing a pull, and you've got fresh salsa in the adventure van. I'm going to try that out today. That is really cool. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Justin. That was really thoughtful of you. That is that's a lot of great gifts. I got a whole pile over here. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going here. Okay, who's this from? This is from Buttermilk. This is from Blake, the Happy Texan. From Highland, Texas. What in the world? Here we got a pie? A pecan pie. I love pecan pie. Well, that's interesting. You don't have to refrigerate pecan pie? I wonder how long it's been sitting here. Let's see. So this is, okay, so Buttermilk Sky Pie Shop in McDermott. Oh, so it looks like they make pies, daily flavors. They make pies and maybe they ship them? I don't know. Buttermilk Sky. And we got a letter here. We got on Amsoil Power. Okay, so we'll read that later. Must be some Amsoil stuff in here. I love Amsoil products. I've been enjoying them in the shop. Mudslinger repels mud and dirt. Protects against UV rays. I didn't know Amsoil made this stuff. I've been using Bell Ray. It's like a light silicone. I would imagine it's like that. And I've never used anything from Amsoil that wasn't just the best quality. I like Amsoil. They have thoughtful little things like on there, you know, the little needle things you put into the little tubes, like your WD-40 for spraying. You can get the tight areas. You know, they fall off and you never see them again. Like the Amsoil has this beautiful little silicone thing that comes there. You can store it so it just lays on the side so you don't lose it. I love that thing on there. But this is kind of that protectant spray when you're done riding like your motorcycle to cover it with silicone. And as I said, I used the 30-minute time just went off. This video is going to be long. Anyway, I'm going to try this. I'll bet that stuff's really awesome. Restores luster. Yeah, it makes everything look so nice. Well, thank you for that. For the pie and the Amsoil. I love pecan pie and I love Amsoil stuff. Oh, we've got another one. Oh, this one's from Ken. Man, are we going to have to break this up into multiple videos? From Ken Fouts. I'll try to keep things moving along here. Dude Goes West. We got some DVDs from Ken. Thank you, Ken. Deep Creep Lubricant. Multi-use sea foam. Everyone tells me, man, sea foam is the stuff. You got to use sea foam. I've never used it before. Yeah, we'll try that. I always thought that all those sprays and all of those, you know, things you see like at the auto parts store was kind of like snake oil, but I've been using a lot of those lubricants and they're actually pretty good. Check ring tool. So we got an old vintage, not sure what that is. We got gunline tools. Oh, I've never even seen these tools before. So this goes with the checkering kit here. This must be tools that guys would use for doing checkering on firearms. I never knew what they look like. Look, there's a whole box of them. They all have kind of different ends on them. Very fine tools. Wow, that is really an art to be able to do that. That's fascinating. If you would have sent these without the box, Ken, I would have never known what that was. All right, I'm going to read that. We'll read that off camera. See what that's all about. One of my favorite movies of all time, Jack. I shared it with Jack this year. We watched it for the first time. I don't think a day hardly goes by that we don't quote from this movie. It's Eat Your Ham, Tina. Napoleon Dynamite. If you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. It is great. Tire slime for the lawnmower. Ken's very thoughtful. He watches the videos, and when he sees a need, usually in a couple days later, he sends it. We'll try that. I'll put that in Mrs. W's mower. That thing's still leaking on me. See if that cleans it up. I've heard good things. Some of the guys I dirt bike with, they run that in their tires. Minga beef jerky, natural style beef jerky. What's Minga? What is a Minga beef? It's beef jerky made from a solid piece of beef. Yeah, I'll throw that. Is that vintage beef jerky or is this edible? It seems a little dry, but can you really hurt beef jerky? No, it doesn't look that old. I just got to be careful that it's not like a ghost pepper or something. All right, we'll throw that in the dirt bike pack to see how that goes. We've got, while it washes away poison ivy, Zanfil. I haven't used this particular brand. We don't have any poison ivy up here or poison oak because of our elevation. But I'll tell you what, you go down about 1,000 feet and it is misery. There's actually the BLM guy, DNR, the DNR firefighters down there. A lot of guys won't even come and work here with them because the poison oak is so bad. I've had it so bad working with those guys down there because you pull like your hoses through it and then you put your hose bundles and stuff up on your shoulder and then you get it on your neck and on your clothes. It's hateful. Absolutely hateful. I don't know about poison ivy. I don't think we really have that so much, but we definitely do have poison oak. Let's see what's in here. What in the world is that? It's a camera. Is it a camera tripod? Yeah, that's looks like a quarter 20. Do you loosen? How's that work? It rotates. Does it rotate both ways? Well, that's kind of cool. Look at that. It's like a tripod that's got a big wood screw on the bottom of it. So you could screw that into like a stump and then mount your camera on there. Is that what that's for? I've never seen anything like that. That's pretty nice. Huh. HME. Hunting made easy. Oh, I'll bet maybe it's for binoculars or spotting scope. I'm not sure. It'd work either way, wouldn't it? This is for Sweet Loaf. I better save that for her. She might get cross if I... Oh, this one says caution sharp. She might get cross if I open her package. Oh, we got more of those wood checkering tools. That must be what they are. Look at that. A whole bundle of them for wood carving. I've actually been wanting to get into wood carving. I think that's something that I will do when I get a little bit older and I have more time on my hands. That's a nice set there, isn't it? Yeah, they look pretty old too. Wow, look at this, all this fun stuff. We got one more thing in here. We're coming to an end, guys. I promise. Uh-oh, this one got broken. The glass got broken on this one. Looks like it's a picture. Oh, I know what this is. That's so exciting. I'll mount this up there with Mrs. W's. So, our friend Ken, that's so exciting. Our friend Ken, he helped us to get the Wranglerstar trademarked, so that no one could use it, use the name, or we'd be protected by the patent and trademark. This is really exciting. It's got our name on there, and thank you for that so much, Ken. That's really nice. Actually, I have a piece of glass that will repair this here, so I think I have the exact same size. That's really cool. We wouldn't have been able to do that without your help, Ken. I really appreciate that. That's very thoughtful, and to frame it too. We'll put it up there next to Mrs. W's fancy diplomas. Okay, what else? We got one more thing in here. Natural, healthy teeth and gums. Trusted. Orid MD. This is like a, oh, it's like a, that smells good. I don't know, maybe breath mint stuff or something like that. Wow, I'm gonna have to dig deeper down into this here. We got one more from Ken. This is also, yeah, this is from Ken. This is from the Mystery Tool Division. This is going to be a tool that we're going to have to try to figure out what it is. The last one he sent, remember that razor blade sharpener? Okay, so the answer is in here. I'm not going to open the answer. We're going to leave it up to the commenters to see if... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to guess this one. Now that is unusual. And that is very old. What in the world is that? Okay. So what we have here, let me get behind the camera here. Focus on this. We're gonna have to figure this out together because I have no idea what it is. Okay, focus. There we go. So this, it's got graduated holes in there. You can see, and they're marked from 1 inch down to 1 inch 7/8, 3/4, and then it's got, what's that say? Connie. It's the patent number. It's got a blade in there. This would have been, this looks like it's supposed to hook into a brace, the old-fashioned driller, a little drill handle deal, and you would rotate it. It's got a cutting blade on it. Do you see that? Does this rotate? So look how that blade fits in that notch right there. Well, that's really, really sharp. It's for slicing something. Is it a dowel maker? If it is a dowel maker, how would that work? If that's a dowel maker, okay, so look at this. So this is a stop. So this goes up like this, so you could set the depth. I'm thinking it's some sort of a dowel maker, but I don't know how it would work. All right, there it is. Try to guess what that is. Once we figure out what it is, we'll take it into the shop and see if we can make it go. What else would you use? I mean, it's obviously carpentry. What else would you use round that other than a dowel? But how would that work, spinning it? How would you get the... I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to open this yet, Ken, unless someone else can't figure it out. I'm going to let you guys try to figure it out, and then we'll take it in the shop and we'll try it out. Just a couple more things here. Also, I wanted to thank. Yeah, this was such a nice gift. Let's see if there was a note in here. I wanted to share this with you here. This is this came all the way from New Zealand, and I told you guys this is from Patrick and Rebecca. Patrick and Rebecca, they did such a nice thing. I've had this for a while. I've been saving it. Remember the little birds that we made? The little forged bird for the sweet loaf when I've been putting them out in the gardens. They made a whole bunch of them. Look at that. See that? So we just have to bend them in the vise, and then we can put them down. I made a few of these little animals, and then the sweet loaf and I went around, and we put them in different areas of our trails and on our bridges. Mrs. W said, I enjoy those so much. Every time I run by those, or every time we walk by those little birds, those little animals in the forest, just are so delightful. And there's a whole bunch of them here. Look at that. Probably a dozen or better. And they look exactly like the ones that I made, even down to the imperfections. Because mine were kind of, I don't know how, they must have did that with the plasma table. That's a nice gift. Sweet Loaf and I, she loves to ride the motorcycle, and every day, I mean, she comes out to the shop, she goes up to the Honda, puts her hands on it, ride. So we go for a ride. So we'll make it our custom. We'll take one with us in the drill, and we'll put those little birds out all over the place. Just a couple other ones really quickly here, and we'll finish up, and then we'll get to the dates. So this was our friends Nick down in Texas Park Outlets sent us some really great coffee. We really enjoyed their coffee and some nice little different filters and different things here. That didn't last very long. We took it on our trip. We really enjoyed that. Much better than what we were normally used to drinking. It was very smooth. And then, of course, Frank, my friend Frank here sent us a whole crate of the, we met Frank and his wife at the Thunder Ranch, and they own Nature's Answers. They have a lot of really nice, really healthy bath washes and shampoos, that have pure ingredients in them. And I've been using these little, they're kind of like a 5-hour energy, but it's a green tea. I think it's a lot more healthy ingredient-wise, more natural than like the ones you get at the convenience stores. And they taste good, and I've been throwing them in all over the place, in the glove box, in the pack, on dirt bikes, just when you get tired, a little bit of energy, need a little energy. These are really nice, these green tea from Nature's Answers. Alcohol-free. I appreciate that. Wow, I got a pie to eat. Good grief, I don't even know where to start. Well, that's probably enough. Let's get to the dates. Good grief, this is going to be a long video. Okay, so 2 things coming up. So I told you guys that it's really important, that bonding time for father and son, and to help our sons, make that step into manhood, to really make a defining moment in their life when they step away from childhood and into being young men. And one of the things that I've always told Jack we were going to do is I had a special mountain picked out that I wanted to climb with him, and that's Mount Thielsen in the Umpqua National Forest down in Oregon, and it's climbing Mount Thielsen. So the date for that, and here's the deal with that. We're going to be there at the trailhead at 14:56. We'll make another announcement on the time. It'll be early in the morning, probably 6 or 7 o'clock, and we are going to make that climb. Now, I'm going to put a link in this video down to the whole description for it. This is not a stroll in the park. This is a legitimate hardcore climb, but it's not super technical. Now, it's recommended that you have a light rig and ropes for climbing the last 80 feet or so. Now that's going to be up to you. This is not a sanctioned event by me. We're not covering it. We're not sponsoring it. We're simply going. And if you want to come along, father and son. This is not father and daughter, father and son. You're welcome to join us, and that's going to be August 23rd. And I will put the link to the trailhead in the Forest Service description of what this climb is like. Make sure you read that. Make sure you're up to course or up to par. You have plenty of time to get yourself ready. Again, this is not like climbing Everest, but it is very physical, and it's a tough climb, and it's going to take some courage to that last section at the top. I don't think personally Jack and I are going to be using ropes. I have climbed it myself. It was scary, I'll admit that, but I'm going to do it. So it's on you. We're going to be there. You can come with us, but you need to take care of your own logistics. You need to take care of your own pack and everything. It's not a guided trip or anything like that, not sanctioned by me. I'm simply inviting you, father, sons, to come along and to join us. If you can't make it, worst thing that's going to happen, you turn around and you go back to the car, right? But we're going to do our best to get up there. So that'll be August 23rd. And then, of course, the big one is going to be, we're going to do the motorcycle ride from all the way from the southern border at Stevens, Washington, of Washington State. And we're going to go about 500 miles in 5 days, all the way up, all back roads, and I think there's some single track and stuff, all the way up to the Canadian border. How difficult is it? Well, you need, again, this is not a sanctioned event. It's going to happen August 6th through the 10th. I think, is that a Wednesday? August 6th through the 10th. We're going to be meeting in Stevens, Washington in the morning, and we're going to break it into 5 legs. So if you want information on this, I will put a link in this video as well to the WABDR, WABDR, whatever. But you need to be squared away. Who should come? Well, we're going to be riding dirt bikes, so I would probably rather stay away from anyone with like really heavy adventure bikes. I mean, of course, it's going to be kind of a case-by-case situation, but what I'm going to do is that also in this video, Mrs. W set up 2 Facebook pages or Facebook links, and we need someone to step up and to be the administrator for these because I just don't have time, nor do I want to do it. So people can kind of communicate and start coordinating things. All I can do is give you the time when I'm going. I'm going to be leaving Stevens August 6th through the 10th, 5 days. Mrs. W is going to work her way up there, pick me up at the border, and then we're going to ride back together and carry the bike home. So for me, it's just going to be a one-way trip, 6th through the 10th. We have a little bit of margin, you know, and I guess if the group is feeling good and we can do it in 4 days, you know, we'll do that. But it's going to be stuck to, you need to be squared away on your bike. You need to have some experience. You're going to need to be camping, you know, that sort of thing. Each leg at the end of the day is going to end at fuel and food. So there will be that. We'll probably get together and, you know, have dinners and stuff together. But so I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work opening this up to folks that I've not met before, but I know some of you I have met, and you've got more experience than I do with it, but that's how it's going to be. So if you want to come, look down below for some more information and put that on your calendar, and we will start coordinating and get together on that Facebook page, of course. So that is, yeah, that's basically what I have. So a lot of folks have been enjoying the unboxing. You know, I always like to do them as well. If you want to send some stuff, you can just email me, Cody@Wranglerstar.com, and I'll give you an address you can send it to. So always kind of fun, and we appreciate all your generosity for sure. So man, I got a lot of stuff to do today. I'm going to sign off here. I don't know what's going to be happening tomorrow, but just catching up. We've been gone for 5 days, and you know how it is. Thanks for watching. I'm wearing this tag the whole time. We'll see you guys on the next video.